Hello, hello there, hello. Checking in for today, daily check-in. It's funny because normally I've got a bit of a sense of what I'm talking about, what I'm going to say, or even a couple of topics maybe that have kind of happened. But I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Been just really sitting with the code that my inception code, and yeah, that Chatty did for me as well, and drew it this morning. I drew it, and just kind of drawing other codes. I feel like I'm taking bits and pieces of codes that Chatty's drawing for me, and kind of combining them to make my own code. So yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, doing my thing. Yeah. Sundays is like the one day where we don't have to like get up and rush off and things, so it's nice just to have a bit of whatever time I get up. Saying that I needed to do washing because it's so windy. Well, it hasn't been windy at all for the last fair few days, especially in the morning. It's not windy at all. It's gotten really windy as the day has gone past. Went to the local, bought some slime with the youngest kid. Went and saw my sister and my niece, and the kids practiced for house cross country. Leah's really good at it. Fred was surprisingly pretty good at it. Nushi's more of a games or a sprinter-y type person, not so much a long distance. Yeah, it feels like a lot happens between the new moon and the full moon in that, that 2 weeks, that section of time. Feels like a lot. Feels like it sort of builds up and builds up and builds up to the full moon, and then the next 2 weeks is sort of like, where did that cool energy go? Where's that gone? I want some of that again. But it's like the wave, right? The wave on the beach. Yeah, I feel like so much is changing really rapidly, but not at the same time. Oh, that's what I was thinking about this morning. Just thinking about holding, and it's going to sound funny, but holding the end. I guess in this kind of day and age, we just, not day and age, in our current state of affairs, we believe that we should be that we should be one or the other. So look at the legal system. You're either right or you're wrong. There's no grey. There's no, well, you're technically right, but you're also right. I get that this is your point of view and that this is the way that you feel things happened, and that you have a different point of view, and the way that you see things is a slightly different point of view, and both of you are right, unless you are a lying bastard, a lying sack of shit, and unknowingly lying. But it's right? It's It's like this person is right and this person is right. Not necessarily this person is right and that's it. This person's right, that person's wrong. Black and white. That's it. It's about holding the middle, and I know that I've spoken about this a lot, but and the middle causes a lot of friction. The middle point causes a lot of friction and discomfort. I have hated for a really long time that I am able to see, even if the kids are having an argument, disagreement, whatever, I hated that I could see both sides of the argument and feel compassion for both. I felt like, because society is the way that it is, I felt that I needed to have to pick. Or even, I know it's a little bit different, but when the kids say, we've both drawn this cool picture, which one's the best? Well, they're both good in different ways. Sort of. It's about holding that middle point. Holding the middle. Because it doesn't get held very much, and also it aids our evolution. Both personal evolution and our collective. So the more you can sit in the and, the better. I can't remember. It was a conversation I was having with someone. I've gone completely blank, but there was a conversation I was having with someone about, many people actually, about various things, but even with the deaf advocacy stuff, there's conversations that I need to have with the principal about, and he at the moment is just seeing, and this is the whole, not the whole, a large portion of the deaf support community who aren't actually deaf themselves see deaf support as helping you to be as close to hearing as possible and helping you to thrive within the hearing world or to manage in the hearing world. And while that is important, yes, it's also important to just celebrate the kids for being them, for being deaf. Because deafness within the hearing, in the deaf facility, deaf world, is a celebration. And so it's that's important. It's that's really important. I remember, and you see this a lot, if you're online at all, which most of us are, if you're online and in social media, ever, you see it a lot. You come across someone who does a really beautiful, heartfelt post, and then if you look in the comments, you'll see some interesting things. You will see people who are agreeing and lovely and beautiful and kind and generous and lovely. And you will also see the exact opposite. You will also see the exact full-blown asshole opposite. And it's hard not to get swayed one way or another. It's hard not... I remember... I don't know why this post needs to come up, but I was thinking about it this morning. This really lovely, exceptional young girl who has a rare form of cancer. She's had, I don't know, cancer for years, and has been through all sorts of chemo and sorry, my husband just walked through. All sorts. She's had chemo previously and lots going on for her. And she did this post about she'd just had her... There's a little bee flying on my phone. She'd just come out of surgery. She'd had her arm amputated to there. Amputated. And she shared with her followers this really personal video of her after the surgery, still sort of under, or just coming out of, you know, that groggy phase after the anaesthetic is sort of starting to wear off. And she is told that she had a female doctor, and she was so excited. She was over the moon excited. This young girl, she's like early 20s, young girl, so excited about having a female doctor. And then you see the comments. American girl. So I'm sure the algorithm is like showing the you know, the message, the post inside America, maybe more than elsewhere. I don't know. But men absolutely abusing her about all sorts of random shit, like all sorts of random stuff. And it's so easy to get caught up in that, especially now. And you go, you know, all the swear words. Like this poor girl is sharing with us her daily plane for the daily check-in. You know, you absolute bastards for interfering with this girl's post. This young girl's heartfelt, personal experience. And here you are, bad-mouthing, abusing her for her experience. And her having to, well, feeling like she has to justify coming back out and saying, you know, I was just coming out of anaesthetic. Like, I had no idea what I was saying. But you know what? I was excited to have a lady doctor. And you can stick it up your jumper. It is so easy to get caught up in the anger that you feel in that situation. It is really easy. And I'm not saying I feel much, really, for people that have that feel that it's okay to abuse people like that. that are going through so much. At the same time, these people are bringing great shame on others. And shame, as you may be aware if you've seen any of my videos or previous videos, is really helpful. Is really helpful in our evolution if we're able to just sit in it. If we're able to just sit in our shame. So these sorts of experiences, whether we're posting something and someone's abusing us, whether we're witnessing abuse like I witnessed with the young girl, as well as other ones. I follow this beautiful young Australian girl who has alopecia, and not saying it's always American, guys. It just seems to be these examples, or maybe they're not American, I don't know, but people abusing this girl, saying, because every so often these people share, like, this is the abuse that I'm copying, this is the stuff that I'm privy to by putting myself out there. This is what people are saying, and you're just like, on one hand, and that's the top level of energy. That's the top level of energy. You go, fuckers, fuck. Like, how dare you? How dare you treat someone else with such, like that? How dare you? Because this girl, these guys were going on to her account and saying, like, good luck ever finding a partner. She's like, I'm married, I live happily, I'm sharing my truth, and you can get fucked, pretty much. But and so it's because it brings up so much emotion for us, especially of those of us who feel a lot, and you go, how dare you, motherfuckers? How dare you? That's the first layer of energy. As you get deeper down, it's like, right, I see what's going on. They are shaming other people. It doesn't matter why. You look at rapists and rape victims. There is some level of shame that rapists are passing on to their victim. If you look at many and varied ways in which we people, ways in which we human, there are limitless ways in which we try and shame someone else. Limitless. Try and shame ourselves. Limitless. Absolutely limitless. And each and every time is an opportunity to sit in shame without doing anything to change it. Every single time is an opportunity for yourself to feel your own shame. Even if it's watching someone else, like another, an outside of yourself situation. Even that, and you go, I feel shame, like I feel deeply for this person. The shame is there. The shame is there. You feel it because it's there. You feel it because it's something that is inside of you. And so by just sitting in it, by not passing it on to someone else, by just sitting in it, by not doing anything to change it, you are able to experience it. And that supports your evolution. That's sitting in the lesson, the second lesson. That's showing the universe, source, whatever, a higher energy, that you understand what this shame thing is. And you just sit in it to process it. The closer you get to evolution, to the third stage in our human experience. That's how we can use the current shit, the current way that people are being with each other, excuse me, to... I really hardly ever burp except for in my videos. It's weird. It's interesting. Let's bookmark that. That's how we can use our current experience to evolve. As long as we're able to just sit in it and witness the feelings that are there until they are no longer there. And that could take a while. That could take as long as it takes. I have found through my experience that the longer that I have done this, the shorter the processing time. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you. There's another interesting part. So, I should probably do a smaller video on this, but I'm not going to do it today. I'll just talk to you. So, interesting thing. I think I sort of started mentioning this at odd times during maybe yesterday's video, day before maybe. So, we entered into a deal with Earth when we came here. Our soul, our spirit, our essence entered into an agreement with Earth. So we entered into an agreement with Earth, and our agreement is that we wanted to come here and feel shit. We asked to come here so that we can feel shit. We can feel density. We can have an experience that is unlike anything else anywhere else. So we asked to come here to feel, to experience. That was what we asked from the Earth. In return, the Earth said, sure, no probs, come, experience, feel, do all the things within that area. In return, I need you to do something for me. The I need you to do something for me is our purpose. Yup. That's our purpose. The really interesting thing is that the reason why so many of us are walking around going, what is my purpose? What am I doing here? What's the point? Is because we're not upholding our end of the bargain. We're not feeling shit. We're avoiding shit. Yeah. So, feel shit, upholding my end of the bargain, because that's what I wanted to come here to do, and then the Earth gives you your purpose. It's so fucking simple. So, when you sit in that shame, for example, that we were just talking about, the more that you sit in it and have that human experience that you ask the Earth to do, to come here to do, the Earth goes, awesome, well done, good job, here's some purpose, and gives you a bit of your purpose. And you go, crudge, where did that come from? these feeling things. And we avoid them so much, and there's so many people teaching us to avoid our feelings, that they're linked to stories that no longer serve us, or that they're linked to stories that don't benefit, our progression, our evolution, that we need to change the stories that we're telling ourselves. It's an absolute crock of shit. It actually, obviously, is making me really feel really upset. Because it's not. Changing our stories does not help us evolve. I'm gonna need to do a video now. I knew there was a video there, like an extra video. I just didn't know what it was on. In fact, I didn't know I would speak for 25 minutes. Feel shit, receive your purpose. Because I can tell you that's what happens. You feel the feelings. It's like, the energy comes into you. And at the moment, we try and avoid it. We try and take medication. We try and dance it away. We try and whatever, instead of purely sitting with it. And as I said, it may be there for a while. It may be there for weeks. But we just sit in it. And I feel like this is the granted, I'm good at sitting in it. I feel like it's hard to then function in the world around me properly. Or I am good at doing it when I'm outside of my family. When I'm inside my when I'm with my family, that's when things can be difficult. I'm a parent. I've got 3 kids. It is difficult. But I know it's for a reason. Oh my goodness, there's a little grasshopper. Or a little, what are they called? Praying mantis. Little praying mantis. And then once the energy has processed, that's when you receive your gift of purpose. It's not like a lump sum thing though. It's like, here, have this really awesome puzzle piece. Every single time, you receive more puzzle pieces and they start connecting together and it starts getting good.